and we'll see you in the game.
Go get some wins. It's a new year, new you. Go do it. W's.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thursday night, the best night of the week for it.
Yeah.
To the first episode of 2K TV in 2024.
We're ringing in the new year with some 2K TV Interactive. Are you ready to earn some VC?
2023 was the debut of the NBA in-season tournament. Which team took the inaugural NBA Cup?
You better get this right. Was it the Pacers, the Lakers, the Bucks, or the Pelicans? If you guessed who won it,
don't even make me say
the Lakers, then you just earned some VC. Congrats, and go Lakers. Let's tip off the new year by racking up some victories and prizes. Here are the upcoming events to add to that shiny new 2024 calendar.
Starting off tonight in the city, dance and dunk the night away with Double Rep inside Club 2K.
This Saturday and Sunday in the city, squat up or go solo in the rec for Double Rep.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guard pair are Murray and Caldwell Pope. And it's Jokic in at center. And for Toronto, Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Emmanuel quickly out there with Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Quickly. An easy 2 points on the layup. Quickly's got the first points on the scoreboard for Toronto.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and the awards. Amazing what he could accomplish in the next few years.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gordon kicks to Murray. And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Jokic.
Well, when you have size at your disposal, you've got to use that to your advantage. And Jakob Poeltl throws that shot off there.
And Poeltl sends it back. Jokic. With the bucket. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Barrett on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Barnes passes to Quickly. Let's go. Here's Poeltl. Kicks it out to Siakam over Gordon.
See, the combination of size, mobility, athleticism gives Aaron Gordon the necessary attributes to be an excellent defender.
And it's Jokic missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Siakam. On the wing quickly. And stolen by Murray. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Caldwell Pope.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
The shot's good from Quickly.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against Charlotte.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Now here's Caldwell Pope, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. We know coaching changes, Doris, are a constant in the NBA, but how long do you think it takes to implement a new system?
I think, Kevin, it depends on the group. How young is your team, or how veteran leadership plays a part in how your season unfolds. But, boy, we've seen some teams flourish immediately after a coaching switch.
Kept alive. Here's Jokic. And, oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's his
And if
second
you were to
personal
assemble
foul.
first-team, all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Toronto. And Greg finishing last season with the #1 seed in the Western Conference. A lot of people still slept on the Denver Nuggets.
And, Kevin, they've had great regular seasons before, only to fall short. But with a healthy Murray and Porter Jr., Jokic finally had the help to get it done.
Inside, it's deflected. Caldwell Pope passes to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The assist.
That's now 8 points for Jamal Murray. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going. Denver.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's a look at some stats for Pirtle. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 8th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Raptors trail by 9. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round, that'll sting.
Going inside, and it's Murray with the jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The Raptors making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Christian Brown's checked in for Denver. Jackson comes in for Caldwell Pope. And the Raptors miss again.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved to just one pass more?
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Count that one.
If you give Dennis Schroeder space, he is going to get into his mid-range game. Knocks down that one.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Siakam.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Hurdle's shot is off. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 13-point game. Jackson kicks to Gordon. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Barnes passes to Schroeder. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset. Finds the open player in that instance.
Outside for Jackson. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
Gary Trent.
That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 4-team foul.
1:37 left to play in the first.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively. There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Gordon, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Gordon finds Jokic. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Siakam, right side. Over Gordon. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Schroeder.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Passes it to Brown. Puts up a three. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Trent outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Nuggets foul. Aaron Gordon. That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
And that one misses.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
And he can't hit the second. The Nuggets leading by 16. Here's Strother. Launches it. Siakam pulls it in. Fast break Toronto. Trent with the wide open look. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes sir.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Underneath in the post, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strother in at the two-guard. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Siakam against Gordon, and it's sent back by Jokic. And that one's good, Strother. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Well, this is the developing part of Aaron Gordon's game. Real improvement as a passer. Look out if he adds that consistently.
Hurdle trying to get open. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Pirtle. And Denver with a change here, too. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Porter passes to Gordon. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
McDaniels checked in for the Raptors. Murray's checked in for Denver. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Caldwell Pope passes to Jokic, and he comes up with the deuce. 14 points for Jokic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. And a deep three from Murray. A rebound by Young.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Murray with it now, guarded by Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he dunks it down.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
Raptors trail by 16. Schroeder passes to Young. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the paint. Gordon dishes to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. To the left wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam passes to Schroeder. And stolen by Siakam. Back to Schroeder. Releases. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Toronto has a new head coach in Darko Rajakovic. He started coaching at 16 in his home country of Serbia. So even though he's still young, he's already a lifer. In his near decade as an NBA assistant coach, he made a name for himself in player development. And of course, Kevin, that's going to be essential now with the rebuilding Raptors.
It is, but I love his resume. His story is terrific. He is just what they need. David, thank you. Down low, there's McDaniels, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Murray kicks to Porter. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Well, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in. Christian Brown's checked in for Denver.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Murray. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Unloads. Siakam outside. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to McDaniels. Dishes it to Schroeder. It's Trent on the wing. Off target with his 3. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Tries again. Here's Brown. The drive by Siakam. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his
ADB, as players establish themselves, gaining that respect and recognition always seems to come down to postseason success, right? Playoff success.
It's so true, Kevin, whether it's fair or not. Great production in the regular season without having accompanying success in the postseason tends to get written off. So the pressure falls on teams to win or risk losing their star players.
Siakam hits them both. So the Nuggets will try to defend their title. Greg, what do you think of their chances?
They're as deep as any team in the league, headlined by the 2-time MVP in his prime. But this league is more wide open than it's been in recent memory. They will be challenged.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Quickly. Makes it off the glass. Quickly's got 6.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but
Murray is about what helps his team win.
Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
To the middle, stolen by McDaniels. Jokic with the steal. And that one drops for him. 18 points for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Some changes for Toronto. Pirtle is checked in for Siakam. And it's Barnes in for McDaniels. Here's Quickly. And again, no good by Toronto.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Toronto's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The 3 from Barnes. Pirtle, the pass to Young. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Second chance shot, and Trent with the weigh-in.
The defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Denver leading by 20. Pirtle with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up, and here they go. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got 4 points this quarter.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Here's Young from the arc. Here's Barnes. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs. Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Nuggets ahead.
Thanks very much. Joined by Mike Malone. Coach, what did you like most about your team's play in the first half?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first, Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 20 points, 2 steals, and 5 assists. It's been quite a night so far for him. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got Emmanuel Quickly. Barnes out there with Young. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Greg talking about Jakob Pirtle. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
Goes up on the block, and Barrett the bucket on the assist by Barnes. Barrett's got 7 points.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
And it's good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Murray against quickly. Murray, the pass to Jokic. To the inside. And stolen by Barnes. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Toronto. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
And for the Raptors, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Here's Barrett. Takes it out to Siakam. Here's Pirtle. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Caldwell Pope passes to Murray. The pass to Jokic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
One shot.
And one outstanding thing the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Toronto calls timeout. Greg, no secret, this Nuggets offense revolves around the two-time MVP, Nikola Jokic.
He's the driving force, no doubt. But, Kevin, they've done a good job surrounding him with the right kind of players, guys that can defend, shoot, and play without the ball.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Murray. 22 points for him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And this system thrives on Murray's aggression. When he attacks, you can just feel the energy. And when he lays back, the offense becomes stagnant.
Well, Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
Back to Barrett. Over Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Jokic. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Murray outside. Tries from 7. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds to Barrett. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Gordon. And a wide open look for Porter. That one's good from the corner. Porter's got 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Barrett for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Offensive rebound. And it's Gordon missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jamal Murray had to be patient working his way back to peak form after his ACL injury. Luckily for him, hard work is nothing new. He says, I feel like I got better in the time I was out. I don't overthink when it comes to basketball. You're gonna let me shoot? Let me shoot. I'm just confident in my game like that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, very confident, right, D.A.? Thank you. Pass to Quickly. Here's Purdy. The three from Barnes drills the three-pointer. He has 7.
Now, this is the aspect that he's got to continue to work on, but Scotty Barnes will get dangerous from deep. Nice shot there.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Quickly.
Substitution on the court.
Gordon with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Strother. Back to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Three-pointer. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And R.J. Barrett Doris continues to do what he's been doing since he stepped onto an NBA court.
I would say, Kevin, this guy is what we call a natural-born scorer. That is first and foremost his instinct. He loves to get off the dribble drive, and what we need from him is just more consistent outside shooting, because that opens up the best aspect of his game. Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
Christian Brown's checked in for the Nuggets.
Watson. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Siakam finds Schroeder, and here's Boucher. He's covered by Watson. Boucher's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Watson's shot is off.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's the quick first step by Reggie Jackson. What a pretty play.
And Zeke Naji gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Trent's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
Coming onto the floor for your record.
On the wing, Barnes. Inside, Barnes. And Barnes slams it in.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Denver.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
The Raptors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. First free throw is good.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. They get it again. Naji, good.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Team is in the penalty.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Porter's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Barnes hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Out to the wing. Watson dishes to Porter. Here's Naji. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 19. Shooter kicks to Boucher. Puts it up. Barnes passes to Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
You can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Here's Najee. Plays it up and banks it in. Najee's got 6 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
1:04 left to play in the third. Knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. The Nuggets in second.
You know, they're pressuring the ball more, challenging every single shot. Their defense has been playing at a really high level.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Back to Trent. It's rebounded by Najee. And it's Porter with the ball for Denver. They lead by 17. And that one, good. Najee's got 8 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And it's finished off by Boucher.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
For Denver, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
McDaniels checked in for the Raptors. Dick comes in for R.J. Barrett. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. It's really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Schroeder misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Watson, the pass to Najee. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
From deep, Trent. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3 and look out, folks.
Porter outside, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with sharing the wing spots. It's Caldwell Pope and Porter. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Murray. It's Najee in at the center. Raptors trail by 19. Passes it to Dick. Toronto working the ball around now. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Okay, he's going to put on a clinic at the offensive end. Dennis Schroeder challenging this defense right now. So crafty.
Down low, here's Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Assist from
Murray's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pirtle kicks to McDaniels. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Murray against Quickly. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in for Najee. Here's Gordon. And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal
clearly
foul.
struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the line.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Barnes, he's checked in for McDaniel. And Barrett subbed in for Dick. Here's Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
Scotty Barnes.
And the first one drops. Barnes hits them both. The Nuggets leading by 14. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That will be foul number 5 on him.
14 foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Siakam. He kicks to Barnes. And there's the pass to Siakam. Clock at 6. The 3. And that one's good. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Quickly.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Raptors trail by 13. And that one's good. Barnes.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
On the wing, Gordon. It's stolen by Barrett. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
For 3, Barrett. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's a problem trying to deal with the athleticism of Aaron Gordon. You've got to be more careful as a defender.
Aaron Gordon taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Gordon. Raptors trail by 15. Her passes to Barnes. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want from a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Back to Barrett. Lets it go with a 3. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the 3-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Here it finds Pirtle. Shot to stop the run.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Jackson passes to Gordon. Now here's Jackson. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6.
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
Pass to Barrett. And here is Pirtle. Stolen by Gordon. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Up the floor. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, what you love about Aaron Gordon, he's got strength, athleticism, and a high motor. This guy can make tough shots.
The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Doris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Jackson dishes to Gordon. Jackson looking around, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Denver ball. Shooting for Denver, Reggie Jackson.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. On the wing, Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Nails the baby hook. Jokic has got 28.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. A new group in now for the Raptors. Young's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Daniels, he's checked in for Barnes. And Dick subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Dick. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And the NBA Doors adding conference finals awards not long ago. I think both you and I felt it was a nice addition.
Oh, my goodness. Given what's at stake, it makes perfect sense. And they pick the perfect players to name the awards after. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson embody what those awards are about. It was perfection.
Denver on D. Trent can't hit. It's tipped. Left side, Jackson. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nailed from three-point land.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Pass to Strother. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Najee. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Boucher with the steal. Here's the fast break. Dick leading the way. Misses from short range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Trent outside. McDaniels passes to Trent. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Lets it go. And again, no good by Toronto. Now Watson. He dishes it to Jackson. Pass to Strother. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
Let's meet the visiting team, Los Angeles Lakers. At shoot. position, 6'4", number 5.
Hello out there. And so let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Vanderbilt at power forward with Davis in the middle. LeBron James out there with Cam Reddish. And it's Prince in at the 3. And from Milwaukee, the heavyweights for this team, Middleton and Giannis at forward. Malik Beasley is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in at the 5. It's James with the drive. And the battle of the bigs tonight, Grant. Something we're seeing a little more of lately.
And you know this league is a copycat league. And right now the trend is about teams looking for size and skill. Big guys who can pretty much do everything. That's the thing about the NBA. It's always adapting and always evolving.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all-time in assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
It's Beasley on the wing. Reddish covering. And it's blocked by Davis. Antetokounmpo against Vanderbilt. Rebounded by the Bucks. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by James. Antetokounmpo against James. Basket counts.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
The fact that LeBron James can still do that at 100 years old, like, it's a travesty that he never participated in the dunk contest.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
Here's Lillard following the score by the Lakers.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And check out the NBA's top 3-point shooters over the course of the past month. 5th best, Malik Beasley.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
Lillard against James. Here's Beasley. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Great idea by Lillard, using that experience to run the offense.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Here's Prince. Out to James. Pass to Reddish. It's Prince on the wing. The rebound by the Bucks. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And stolen by Vanderbilt. Davis, the pass to James. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
James goes in and slam dunk by James.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish. The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Lillard looking around. From the arc. They get it again. And Davis with the block.
And this is how AD led the league in block shots. It's not just his wingspan, but it's his awareness, his basketball IQ when it comes to reading the game.
In transition, here come the Bucks. Beasley, that's good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you... hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now, here is James. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Here's Lillard. You know, what's amazing about LeBron is his total effect on the game, on and off the court, Richard.
Yeah, he makes his teammates better, he makes the league better, and he has been a champion for social justice. See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
James tries again. Crafty move. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Look, LeBron James is just dominant in every aspect of the game. Look, he just bodies people and able to get a second look.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks ago with kind of his overall floor game.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
They've also done a good job defensively so far tonight, just making it tough all around on shooters, and it shows in their block numbers.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. Connaughton comes in for Beasley. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Lakers in the lead. Russell with the ball. Portis picks him up. The 3 from Prince. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Lillard. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Timeout called. The Lakers. Well, Grant, with that time of the year when trade rumors start to heat up and speculation on social media runs rampant.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, we're not just talking players, too. A number of coaches are on the hot seat as well, so it can be a bit of a distraction for everyone. And, of course, the only cure is winning.
The 3 from Prince knocks down the long J. Prince has got 8.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And here they come. Russell from outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Russell against Lillard. Puts it up from the high post. Hachimura with a rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
There's the 3. The shot by Reeves, no good. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 13-point game. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Good on the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
To end the run, here's Connaughton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, the Lakers hired Darvin Ham to be their head coach back in 2022. Grant, that proved to be a great move.
I agree, B.A. I mean, Ham was an assistant for a decade in the league, earned his spot as the main guy. Darvin was a really tough player, too. I mean, he went undrafted and won a title with the Pistons against the Lakers.
Prince has gone 4 for 6 from the floor here tonight. Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. He has 7.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
And that's a foul called on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. And Davis with the block.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Portis, the pass to Lillard. And another three for Milwaukee.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Here's Reeves. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 11.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really set the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
At small and power forward, it'll be Middleton and Giannis. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Beauchamp in its shooting guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Middleton. Unloads. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Here's Russell. Portis with the steal. Beauchamp passes to Antetokounmpo. James outside and stolen by Middleton. The finish, and it's Middleton finishing it off.
The two-way game of Middleton on full display. An active, opportunistic player who wreaks havoc on opponents.
Outside Reddish and stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Lillard puts up a deep three. Off target with the three. And the Lakers shooting very well. 62% and going right. Okay, look out.
Wow. Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Here's Antetokounmpo. James with the block. Reeves, the pass to James. And it's James with the jam.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Antetokounmpo inside. James is there. James with the block. Now the Lakers moving it up. Ball's going up the court. Back to Reddish. Let's go with a three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon. Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
In an otherwise sterling career, Anthony Davis has often been haunted by the injury bug, RJ.
Yeah, but he's taking it in stride. He always manages to figure out a way to come back strong. And when he is on the floor, he is delivering the goods. There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
Time called here. The Bucks decide to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Brooke Lopez, over the course of his career, has become an elite rim protector and also stretched his scoring beyond the arc. His teammate, Giannis Antetokounmpo, said, quote, he competes hard for his team, and he's a big part of who we are. We need him offensively and defensively to be great. Brian?
He's such a key player, Allie. No question. Thanks.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 three-pointers already today.
And Grant, as someone whose career spanned eras, you feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
Oh, BA, it's much more difficult, in part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
Portis finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Oh, got that one up quick. Reeves has got 7 points.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Beauchamp passes to Antetokounmpo. For 3, here's Lillard. Rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 13. And the dunk by Lillard.
Yeah, just a quick dribble right into his move. Lillard with the economy of motion.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Throws it up high. Pass to Reeves. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
For 3, here's Lillard. Rebound by the Lakers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season. James. Here's Davis. Here's James. Puts up a 3. Shot is good by Reeves. Reeves has got 8 here in this quarter.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Lillard against Russell. Puts it up from 15. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Reeves, the pass to Reddish. And another 3 for the Lakers.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
And it's Middleton finishing it off.
What an aggressive slam by Middleton. Oh, my. I mean, I like when he uses his athleticism like this.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Bobby Portis.
It's going to be on Bobby Portis.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Connaughton in for Beauchamp. And the Lakers also making a change. Hachimura's checked in for Russell. Portis finds Lillard. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half of basketball.
It just shows how good a shooter Lillard is, scoring outside his usual comfort zone.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. The Bucks making a switch here. Payne's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Brent is checked in for Reddish. Payne, the pass to Middleton. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. James outside. And he banks in the layup. James has got 27.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Here's Middleton. No good. A bit long that time.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And here come your forward court crew.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at the Lakers, slogging along so far, sitting at 10th place in the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Lopez passes to Middleton. Knocks it down from distance. Middleton's got 11 points.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another jam.
And it's James with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
26 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Payne. He's scoreless. Over James. The shot by Payne, no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Count that bucket.
I love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter.
Your Bucks, 45.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 29 points, 2 block shots, and 5 rebounds. And that's all for now. Say goodbye.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Here's who Darvin Ham is starting in the second half. Vanderbilt at power forward with Davis in the middle. Cam Reddish is out there with LeBron James. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. 3 on the clock. They get the rebound. Beasley. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Here's James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
He can make you miss in more ways than just one. Bron with a nice little dribble move.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And he's going for the lob! And finished off by Davis.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
You know, Richard, if anyone had exceeded the hype of the first overall pick, it might be AD.
All right, listen. At the end of the day, I think Anthony Davis has met expectations of his own and probably the league.
Reddish passes to James. Tries again. The rebound by the Bucks.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot. Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
And Reddish, here we go.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Lillard. 24 points for him. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Left side Reddish. Pass to James. Outside for Davis. James with the ball. He's guarded by Beasley. James against Beasley. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul of the game. And in terms of the league as a whole, there have been some of the highest scoring seasons in history the last few years, Grant.
Well, BA, it's all about pace. And across the board, teams are playing much, much faster. Faster than ever. It also seems like defense might be turning into a lost art. So I don't know if it's all for the best.
And that one, good. Davis has gotten 4 this quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Vanderbilt. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's Lillard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It's amazing to come to the arena every night just to see what Lillard's going to do.
D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Davis. Here's Prince. Now here's Russell. Defended by Lillard. And there's Russell on the assist from Prince. Prince has got his 4th assist in this one.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, throw it down! Wow!
For a guy his size, Giannis handles the rock very well, which makes him a nightmare for defenses.
Davis finds Prince. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Milwaukee calls timeout.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up in attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second-chance shots.
And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Christian Wood.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Davis, the pass to Prince. And he slams it in one-handed.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Down low. Here's Middleton. Drilled from 11 feet out. Middleton's got 13.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
Vanderbilt, no good. Stolen by Davis. Russell, the pass to Davis. Outside Vanderbilt. It's Prince on the wing. And the Lakers hit again from deep. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Assist goes to Anthony Davis.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Lillard passes to Lopez. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
And using that size to his advantage. Man, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
And Reddish gets it to go.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Lillard against Russell. It's Lillard with the drive. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. It's Prince on the wing. There's the triple. Vanderbilt, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 28.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Left side, Vanderbilt fires from deep, nails it from beyond the arc.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. For 3, here's Lillard on target from range. Lillard's got 31 points.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Outside for Russell. Fires for three. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Russell against Lillard. To the middle. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Lillard. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, a big guy like Lopez won't stop for contact. He stays strong and powers through.
The three from Prince. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Lillard against Russell. A deep three. And another three for Milwaukee.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
And there's the lob. And Davis slams it home.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Russell against Lillard. Lopez passes to Lillard. Inside. And the basket by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 8.
And just look at the body control. Giannis doesn't allow the contact to throw him off.
Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Beauchamp comes in for Green. The Lakers making a switch here. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wood finds Vanderbilt. Here's Reeves. No good on the three. The Bucks shooting a nice 50% for the game. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, that's offensive interference.
The score will not count. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. James inside. Oh, and the jam by James.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And so it's Los Angeles building a mountain of a lead of 31 points as this quarter concludes.
102.
And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Pat Connaughton, Robin Lopez out there with Cameron Payne, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Payne with it, guarded now by Wood. Payne, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Payne. Lopez with it. And here's Connaughton for 3. Back to Lopez. Pass to Payne. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers with a rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Shot's good by James.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Payne against James. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
The Bucks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And here's Payne outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Payne's got 5 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Hayes, covered by Lopez. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, in league news, how about your former coach? Coach K taking on an advisory role with the NBA.
Well, B.A., tremendous experience and leadership from that man. 4 decades at the college level, the men's national team. I mean, the league recruiting a blue chipper if there ever was one.
Lillard finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Just keeping the game simple. Lillard's patience and acute understanding of pick and rolls comes in handy.
Here's James, and it's James with the jam.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by James. And here they go. Hachimura with the ball. And Connaughton picks him up defensively. The 3, here's Lillard. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Pulling out the veteran move, LeBron gets the D to bite on the pump fake.
The first free throw is good. And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And really strong at the line since the break.
The Bucks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Christian Wood picks one up.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
And he makes the first. Around the league, we're increasingly seeing former players in front office positions, Grant.
It's so true, B.A., and we need even more former players in those roles. They bring a perspective that a lot of front offices just don't have. They can add value with their experience. I really like this move.
Yeah, well, look, you can bump him, but that's not going to stop LeBron James.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Christian Wood picks one up. First one falls for him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That one misses.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Out left to the wing. Hachimura outside. 3-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
James, that's good.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Just a highly effective free throw shooter. You cannot afford to give Lillard too many looks from the charity stripe.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Jackson. The Lakers also with a sub. Reddish is checked in, and both free throws good for Lillard. For Los Angeles, they've gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. Out to Hachimura. Back to James. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul so far. And even the players have expressed concern about load management. Are changes afoot, or is this the new normal, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think protecting players from injury is smart to do. But maybe the ticket sellers need to highlight the back-to-back games so fans are well aware that some players might be sitting.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Wood, and the layup is good. Wood's got his first bucket in this one.
The lanky big man Wood is gifted at keeping his balance despite the contact.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
James against Payne. He got it again! Sensational!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
James passes to Wood. To the paint. Another one falls. Amazing.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. James with the block.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Wood. Outside Vanderbilt. The ball's knocked loose. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Here's Beauchamp. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Reddish. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Payne finds Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Vanderbilt. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Prince is checked in for the Lakers. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth. Here's Beauchamp. Prince grabs the miss. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
James attacking. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And that's a foul. Called on Pat Connaughton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A different look for Milwaukee. Middleton is checked in for Connaughton. Beasley comes in for Beauchamp. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Payne.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
James against Lillard. 5 to shoot. Hits it from the high post.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Off the mark. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates and be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.